It's such a nice fucking day. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so fucking happy Mercury Retrograde is past us. Because Chiron Retrograde is here now. Which means healing, good energy, prosperity, abundance, all that shit you were trying to manifest over the last decade. It feels like, fuck, that fucking Mercury Retrograde lasted forever. There's a lot of shadow work, so yeah, so there's like, you know, a lot of weird energy in the air. I know lots of people felt it. Some people were pretty good about keeping their spirits up, keeping their vibration up. A lot of us kind of have been going through like shadow work individually, like on our own time spans. Of course, that's how individuals work. Out of breath. Sorry. Climbing up this mountain because it's such a nice fucking day. Trying to get some groundwork in. Dealing with being with nature, you know? I'm gonna take a break right here. Yeah. So, with all the, like, you know, people purging, people are getting rid of their shadow selves, working on their shadow selves at the moment, or whatever, what have you. Some people aren't. Some people won't do that because their ego is just a little too big for that. So, you know, just take that into consideration too. Like, if somebody's not vibing with you, somebody's clearly having some issues with your being, but you're kind of chill about it, and you've been pretty chill, and they're just the ones with the issues. Just take you know, acknowledge that, take recognition of that, and just, you know, be the observer. Like I say in every video, be the observer, not the absorber. Don't absorb that shit, just observe. See what they're like, and don't even, you know, don't even try to fucking fix them. Don't do that. Don't waste your time, because it is a work. You can tell them that they need to reflect on their actions, like, you know, your whole entire life, and people won't reflect on their actions until they choose to do so. And that just comes down to the individual, like I said earlier. So, like, you know, doing shadow work, doing all that stuff, that comes down to the individual. So, you know, if you're not prepped up, you're not ready for that shit, it's not gonna work out for you. Well, and then you're going back to, like, the Chiron of the retrograde energy. Woo! Sorry, I'm fucking tired. You know, there's lots of healing and stuff coming up, but there's also, I talk about this in every video too, there's a lot of that 3D world shit going on, you know, with like bills needing to be paid, fucking schools not opening, or they may open, but everyone's gonna have to wear a stupid fucking mask and all that shit. So, you know, there's lots of, like, you know, other shit distracting us from working on ourselves, and then, you know, all those conspiracies and stuff that's clearly fucking real. And there's lots of evidence. We won't talk about that in this video. We'll save that for the truth-seeking tab. I'll make another video probably here in a couple days talking about some of this stuff. I need to get my laptop going for all that, but anyway, so, like, working on yourself, that's like something you gotta, like I said, step one is be the observer, not the absorber. So just acknowledge that, you know, the world's doing a purge. It's all of this is prophecy. The golden age is real. We're all going towards, like, new earth and stuff. So that's all, like, coming for us. But, like, you have to, like, work on yourself. You have to work on your individual shit, you know, in order to get to that point where you're ready for prosperity. You're ready to attract goodness. Because I don't know if you've, like, listened to my websites. I talk about, like, the law of attraction, the law of vibration, how they go hand in hand. And I'm gonna be typing some more, like, while I'm on the road, because in the last video I told you guys I'm going on a road trip. I found out though I can upload videos on my YouTube, so I'm probably gonna be uploading videos on my channel still while I'm traveling here and there. I won't have my intro or anything, but like what I'm doing right now, not everyone can do this too, so I'm able to be a little selfish. I don't have, like, too many, like, demands in my 3D world that, you know, need me to like be there. I mean, besides like my 2 dogs, but I have my dad, he's gonna watch them for a couple weeks. But I'm going on like a camping trip. I'm just gonna get the fuck away from everything and just kind of be out in nature and ground myself, and, you know, think about what I want to do for like money, prosperity wise, and like how to like attract the abundance. That part I'm still working on. I think a lot of people are still doing that. I mean, don't get too caught up on trying to worry at all. You don't want to worry and stress yourself out. That's my biggest thing. Like, don't worry about it and stress yourself out. Just think about it. Like, contemplate what you want to do with your life. Like, what used to motivate you when you were younger? What motivated you when you were going through hard shit? And what's you know, what motivates you now? You know, if you're, you know, if you're still in connection with that type of thing, like, you want to be able to recognize those types of things and use them to your advantage, use them to grow, use them to learn, be a better person. You know, your experiences, they're all karmic. It's all karma, dude. Everything in life is about karma. A fucking feather falling on the ground when you're asking for avian help, that's karma. When you have a shitty relationship where, you know, people don't see eye to eye, that's karma related. A lot of things kind of, they reflect back from you and your shadow self in not a direct way, in a more abstract way, where you're gonna have to like think about, you know, the choices you make and why you attract certain things into your life, that type of thing. That's what I'm talking about. So deciphering the message is not always the easiest for people. Some people need like guidance and shit, but that's like I talk about this in all my videos too. Like, that's why we have spirit guides. That's why we have, like, you know, I like tarot readings personally. Some people don't. I usually do, just because they put you in a positive mindset. They kind of, you know, they kind of placebo affect you for abundance. But at the same time too, like I say this with all of my people who want to try to like manifest good shit in their life, like I've done. Like, you have to put yourself in that mindset. But in order to do that and put yourself in that mindset, you also have to do your shadow work. You know, you have to work on your ego mind. You have to dissolve that ego mind that holds you back from shit, keeps telling you things about yourself that aren't fucking true. You know, that inner voice is your ego. Like, you think that it's you, it's not you, dude. It's somebody else. It's a part of you. It's like a different part of yourself that doesn't actually really have to be there at all. Like, I don't know. I'm sure I still have, like, you know, ego moments. Of course, everyone does. We're all human. We all have like human personalities and shit, unfortunately. But like, my point is, like, just reflect, work on that ego self, you know, try to like be the observer, not the absorber. And that the observer is your ego self. You can look at yourself from a third eye view and just kind of reflect on, you know, the shit from your past and kind of, you know, work with it, see, you know, what kind of got you to whatever point you're at. And sometimes it's hard for people to just sit there and think about it. So like I say in all my other, you know, all my other stuff, like, do what I'm doing. Oh, except I'm tired. It's hot as fuck today. You know, do groundwork, be out in nature, just meditate. Don't listen to music. If you need to listen to music, vibration music, I got like a nice good like little playlist. It's not my music, but it's stuff that I like to listen to. Tesla sounds, those are Tesla healing sounds, are really good to meditate if you have like a wandering mind like I do, because I'm a Virgo. My mind wanders. I think too fucking much. I overthink things all the time. Just yeah, be out in nature, drink water, meditate, don't be around anybody. A lot of us are empaths and don't realize it. And what I mean by empaths is like you soak up other people's energy. And by soaking up everyone's energy, like, you don't really get a chance to, like, you'll worry about your own energy and the energy that you're receiving and putting out into the world. Because, you know, that's magic, bro. That's literally the source of fucking magic, is like the vibration that you put out and you receive. That's literally how magic works. And like with manifestations, this is, you know, this is my take on it. Some people may think other things about magic. I really honestly I feel like it boils down to intent. I believe in placebo effect, just because, you know, I've witnessed placebo effect. It's a trick of the mind, you know. So I think they work with the placebo, but you still have to kind of know exactly, or at least have some idea of what you need rather than what you want, because that's like what the ego mind tricks you to so often, is like making you think that you need a certain thing, or you need a certain somebody, or you need, you know, this amount of money, or, you know, this type of job, or this type of family to be, you know, successful, or be somebody specific. When, you know, really we get too caught up in like worrying about like what other people think, and, you know, the idea that other people have of us, we kind of forget who we are individually ourselves, because we're all collective consciousness for sure, totally, but like we all have our own individual experience, we all have our individuality as far as like personality, and expressing that and being able to connect that with the world and with each other. I mean, that's just like a part of karmic life, like, you know, balancing off of each other and being able to share experiences, and then have a different experience with the same experience. I won't get into that, but, you know, just being able to share shit with other people, and, you know that there is a differentiation between that, but it still connects, you know? It still connects in a strange way. I guess I'm rambling, but you know what I mean. Like, you can't worry so much about what other people are doing in their lives and what's happening in 3D world, unless it directly involves you, of course, you know. Then worry about it. There's some shit you gotta figure out, I guess. But like working on yourself, this is like the best time to do it. Like I said this in the last video too, like, you know, the whole world's at a standstill right now. This is like the best opportunity to kind of work on your shit, and like, you know, figure out where you want to be in life, what makes you happy more than anything. And then, you know, if this was like your last lifespan here on Earth, what would you do? I mean, we don't die, FYI. We all, I don't think we all get resurrected. I'm pretty sure we all get resurrected. I don't know, you know, for sure about that. I still got some soul searching to do for that one. But like, as far as like, you know, seeking opportunity, because we live in a multi-dimensional world. Like, there's different realities out there, there's different dimensions right here on Earth that we can all be a part of. I've personally jumped through different dimensions. I won't get into detail about that because that's all speculation at this point. But like, you know, there's different elements to this world that you can come and, you know, kind of explore through your own experience. Sometimes we gotta, you know, think about, you know, who we are inside individually. Use this time to heal and think about that side of us. You know, if there was a shadow self before, what can we do to kind of, you know, dissipate that or dissolve it, or, you know, take action in our life so we can restore balance. I think balance is the biggest part. Like, you don't have to worry about, you know, getting your shit together, dude. Don't worry about, you know, so much about that. You just want to take baby steps towards making yourself a better person. Then eventually, gradually, you know, things just kind of become natural to you. You change your mindset naturally. You don't even realize it, which is awesome, you know. Then it becomes way easier for you. Like, when you're not thinking about it, you know. You're not overthinking about it like a Virgo mind. You just be. You just are. It just is. You know? I don't know. I know. I'm in a 5D type of mindset. I have been for a while. I was training back in 4D. I still kind of jump in and out sometimes, but just trying to learn and shit. But like, yeah. You know? Chiron Retrograde is all about healing. It's about, you know, taking a different mindset to things and how the world works. because, you know, abundance, prosperity, I'm sure you've seen like a lot of these affirmations if you're into like astrology and tarot reading and spirituality and shit like I am. There's a lot of talk about, you know, August 27th and these specific dates and stuff. Like, there's something to keep in mind, you know, if you have that, you know, positive mindset, you set a goal for yourself on like, you know, your own growth. Even if you don't like seek out like spiritual growth, you look out for like inner growth. I guess it's kind of, it comes with spirituality anyway. It will naturally, you'll see. But like, as far as like, you know, you don't want to stress about making yourself a better person. That's not going to make you a better person if you're sitting there stressing about it. That's like the last thing you want to do. You want it to come in steps. You want it to be natural. You want that healing process to, you know, take its turn when it's supposed to. You don't want to force these things. So, I mean, I think that's the meat of it, really. Just, you know, finding that core balance between 3D and 5D reality is kind of hard. Like I said, there's all these distractions going on. But if you can find some type of balance where you can be in like nature and shit, and or just, you know, have some space, some peace to yourself, some where you're, you know, alone thinking about things. Not stressing about things, just maybe not even just thinking, just trying to just be, because that's hard. I got told that back when I had my awakening. Just be. It's not so easy to understand that at first, but once you start asking, you know, the world, ask the universe, because the universe is listening to your head. You know, our sacred form of communication is telepathy, whether you believe it or not. It's fucking real. I have experienced it firsthand, but you know, I won't get into detail. I'll save that for a different video. But like, you know, you can tell the world that you need guidance. You can tell the world that you need help. And then at the same time too, like you have to stop, right? You need to take a breath and you need to stop. You need to practice your pranayama. The tablets of thought, they're really good listening if you want to like kind of explore a little bit of like, you know, the spiritual side of like Egypt and shit, because that's where a lot of this magic comes from too, and understanding of it. A lot of it's like lost throughout history, but the tablets of thought, they're like a really good place to just kind of explore and expand and think about pranayama breaths and think about exploring your mind and the doors of the mente, you know. So there's all of that, there's all that great stuff. So like, yeah, just, you know, take some time to be by yourself and just like just sit there, just maybe think a little bit, but don't think like where you're stressing. Just kind of breathe, listen to nature. I think more than anything is just like not even think, don't even think, just try not to think, you know. I think that's when things become easier, and your divine self starts talking to you a little bit more when you decide to kind of quiet it down. Like, your ego mind will shut up a lot more than what you think, and your divine source will try to speak out to you. But like at the same time, oh, this is what I was saying earlier too, at the same time, like you can ask for help all you want, you know, but if you're not taking the time to like breathe and sit down and like, you know, actually accept and receive that vibration, then it's not going to really, you know, you're not going to get what you want. You're not going to be able to change that mindset because you're still stuck in a lower vibration. You're asking for help, but you're not receiving the help. You know what I mean? And that's hard to do because the ego sucks, dude. But just tame that ego. I'll try to make a video dedicated to like taming your ego. I really think that might be more for my Patreon type of side, where I'll work with people individually. Like if you guys want to subscribe, I can like work on some individual videos and we can just work on your shadow self like individually. Cause I'm trying to figure out, well, one, how to make money myself, and two, how to incorporate, you know, healing others with that type of thing. But then also being able to bring my attention forward to specific people, because some people need specific help. Some people like need a lot more help than others because they've just gone through a lot of shit in their life, and some people just, you know, need a certain person in their life to talk to. And they're not that great at receiving stuff, you know, the things that they need to hear. So I'll work on that too, probably more so like when I get back from my trip, just because I'll be able to focus on it. Yeah, so I'll be able to focus on it better like when I get back from my trip, just kind of building a, not necessarily like a brand, but at least, you know, a channel and something that, you know, has like some core function to it, so people can, you know, be able to find information that they need a little easier. I'm gonna try to design it a little bit better for you guys, just so you guys know exactly where to look for things if I'm not available to answer questions right away. You know, like I said though, if you have any like personal questions, you don't want to leave like a personal comment on the video, please leave a comment on the video and a like on the video. But send me an email if you want. I have spiritchill@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Instagram, you can hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch even. I do whispers there. Yeah, and then might set up a Discord eventually for you guys, so you guys can talk with each other and shit, and hang out with each other and kind of learn through the collective with each other, because that's how this works. And then you'll be able to find each other a little easier, find people that you're able to kind of relate to, and maybe you guys can help each other with shadow work. I don't know, who knows, we'll see how that goes. But I mean, I guess that's basically it. I just wanted to kind of uplift you guys, give you guys a, you know, let you guys know that, you know, it really isn't the end of the world. It's just the karmic cycle of life. It's the karmic cycle of life. It's all. Don't worry. Don't stress too much. You know, keep that abundance mindset, keep that prosperity mindset, keep that happiness mindset, keep that positive mindset, and shit will work out for you, I promise you. It doesn't always feel like it, but I fucking promise you it does, because I have literally lived the fluid of life, dude. I can't even, I hope one day I'll be able to describe it in words. I'm working on building a book for you guys, so you guys can at least read my experience and what I've done, and eventually podcast, so we can talk about it with each other and shit. Our own experiences with, like, you know, the multiverse and shit. So we'll do that. We'll work on building things like that eventually when I get back, or sometime soon. And just being able to, you know, relate with each other and do the collective consciousness thing. So I guess that's really it. I just wanted you guys to know that, you know, the karmic cycle of life, it happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. It's not the end of the world. Things are gonna get better. You just gotta, you wanna want them to get better for yourself. You know, keep that better attitude about stuff, and things will adjust itself for you. That's just how the universe works. We were lied to about how things work in so many different ways. You'll find that eventually, you know, when you do your soul searching, you'll find that so fast, that we've just been kind of completely lied to about how the world works, and, you know, this ego mind and all these 3D world desires, all these material world desires that don't really, they feed the ego. That's about all they do. They don't really feed your soul. And yeah, like I said, you just keep that attitude up and things will just come out naturally for you. If you have any questions, so leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me around on TikTok. I know some of you guys are coming over from TikTok. I don't receive messages from TikTok yet. I had an old account with my old phone number. By the end of the month, I'll be able to accept whispers there. So if you guys want to send me whispers, I can see them, but I can't respond to them. I can try to hit you up somewhere else if you guys want to do that. So, yeah, peace, love, prosperity, guys. Peace.